Game of the week.
Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium. You walk in this place, you can feel the echoes. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Hermstreet. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Nittany Lions will kick this deep to get us going. Fields it just outside the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. First down here for this offense. They'll run it here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. To the air, it's Sims. He's running out of time here. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create, using his legs on the scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Now it's 2nd down here. There's the handoff. And the Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The Nittany Lions hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Off the play fake on first down. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Love the call here by the defense coordinator to be able to call this linebacker blitz to come up with a sack. And over the years, Penn State blitzes these backers and are more effective than maybe any school in the country.
First down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now you've got a 4th down.
You cannot be serious. This coach is going to go for it. Backed up to his own end zone. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Take it now, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Scanning the field, it's Sims. Running out of time in the pocket. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown, Irish. Strong game by this quarterback.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. On the run, he'll let it go. Caught over the middle by the tight end. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket and away from the pressure, and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He lets it go on the move. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. A huge gain moves the ball to the plus 22. Great scoring position now.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
The Nittany Lions trying to cash in here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They'll return it from inside the 5. When he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Sims. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He's found some room at the 45. An explosive play moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is overcommitting to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and, man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
1st and 10 now for the offense. And they'll use the ground game here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. but they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
They'll test the right side here. In the clear of the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read. Puts the ball where his man can make a play on it. And they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn. So far in the early going, both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possession. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
It's a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. It's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Quick throw over the middle. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. To the air. It's Sims. It's intercepted. The defense sniffed out the screen pass. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Oh, my gosh. He completely baits the quarterback here. Quarterback thinks he can dump it off to the running back. The defense anticipates it, steps in front of it, and goes to the house for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First half clock with just 8 seconds remaining. It'll be 1st and 10. He tosses it back. Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Retakes the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He's going to take off here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense. They bring the heat and get him behind the line.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer? Here he comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. Well, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history at playing linebacker.
Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. The attempt will be from 42 yards out. And that is no good. After the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Brings up second down.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from their 25. Now with the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Man, I love the pressure by this pass rush. I know they didn't get to the quarterback, but they definitely affected the throw.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Looking to throw. It's Sims. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. To bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
They'll run it from the gun. Gets into space at the 50. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. Finding some room at the 25. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
Oh, a really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
Notre Dame, 14.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. We go with a direct snap. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running past the 35. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. They'll run the option. It's a quarterback keeper. Pitch to the back. Breaks loose at the... Just runs through a man. A mismatch. Brought down after a big gain in the 1st down. Defense, no answer for the option that time. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Might have thought they could catch the defense off guard by running the fullback there, but they were all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job by this defense of just showing their instincts and awareness here. Like you said, not being fooled at all. They slip it to the fullback, and he doesn't get any yards at all. In fact, he goes backwards. Good job by the D.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking downfield. It's Sims. And the pressure gets home. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. 3rd down now. Off play action. He's looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a 1st down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. You see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Here we go, fourth quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. They'll try to run this one in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Throws incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver, and the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Some hard running there through a tackle. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down and distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. He's a wide open receiver, complete. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. First and goal. If they play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. He hands it off from the gun. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Notre Dame, 24.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Play action here on first down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Football comes out. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Wow, that is...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Come to the line for second down and very short now. To throw, it's Sims. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to a 39.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until...
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Lets it go quickly. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And the clock winding down, he'll take a deep shot.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Irish.
Chris, they're not quite out of this game just yet. With under 2 minutes to go, they're down by 9. I'd kick the extra point here, make it a one-possession game, and then try to recover that onside kick, and you got a real shot.
Now they'll go for a two-point conversion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He grabs it for the two-point conversion to make this a one-score game. The player is down injured after that last play. They take a timeout while they check him out. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. Well, a really entertaining game. Kirk came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.